Questions.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I look forward to getting into the coronavirus. I'm going to do that in my second round of questions. So the SUPPORT Act we passed last year included my bill, the Comprehensive Opioid Recoveries Act, to establish treatment centers that offer FDA-approved medication-assisted treatments, all of them comprehensively. Currently, SAMHSA has the grant application open for entities to apply, and I'm glad HHS is moving fast on implementing the program. But my question is, how is HHS implementing other parts of the SUPPORT Act, and does HHS conduct any oversight on how the funds are actually being used?
So first, thank you for the SUPPORT Act, and it is so comprehensive. We actually established a SUPPORT Act Implementation Leadership Committee to track all of the different work streams needed under the SUPPORT Act. It's really enhancing our work across all 5 elements of our strategy on opioids, and so we're driving forward, making progress on the opioid epidemic. We got the overdose deaths are down for the first time in decades as a result of our collaborative bipartisan efforts here, and we're implementing and using the SUPPORT Act authorities. So thank you for those.
Okay, thank you. And also in 2018, Congress passed my bill, the bipartisan Bold Infrastructure for Alzheimer's Act. Can you please provide an update on how this law is being implemented across the country?
So with that act, I'd want to, if I could get back to you in writing on that. I don't have all the details on that particular program. I apologize, but if I could get back to you.
Okay, thank you. And then this is kind of technical from our role as ranking Republican on the O&I subcommittee for this committee. And this committee and O&I conducted extensive oversight, cybersecurity at HHS, including through technical audits conducted by GAO of cybersecurity controls at HHS operational divisions. So that says very technical. Last Congress, the Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations held a closed hearing in part because HHS failed to properly identify and address certain vulnerabilities. We recently received preliminary results from the most recent audit of another HHS agency, though I can't go into details in this setting. So my question is, does HHS have a point person who coordinates corrective actions on cybersecurity among all HHS agencies? And if so, we direct that person to continue to work with the committee on improving enterprise cybersecurity at HHS and ensuring that mitigations applied in one setting are consequently applied through all of HHS.
Yes, we do. Our Chief Information Officer, Jose Arrieta, who works directly with me, absolutely is in charge of those issues. If I could go back to your previous question, I'd misheard on the BOLD Act.
On BOLD Act, yes.
So I apologize on that. For fiscal year 2020, CDC will have 2 funding opportunities to carry out actions under the BOLD Act. So first, there'll be the public health programs to address Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. And second, there will be the health centers of excellence to address Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. We expect both of those funding opportunities to be out in the coming month. And for FY 2021, the President's budget for CDC includes $3.493 million to continue to support these Alzheimer's activities.
Because by 2050, that's when I'll be 86, I believe, they believe it's going to be estimate CBO, $1 trillion spent on Alzheimer's disease. Not only is it devastating to the individual who has it, the family that cares for that person, but also it'd be devastating to the deficit in the budget of our country. So this is something very important. Thanks for your leadership and effort, and I appreciate working with my colleagues here to move the BOLD Act forward and address it. And I yield back.